We have another email question for that just came in. I believe it's Ashley. See, my husband packed up and left on New Year's and hasn't been back since. There's a long history of abuse. We have 2 boys together, 4 and 1. I told him that this isn't his house anymore, and he can't just come and go as he pleases without talking to me first. Am I obligated to give him any overnight parenting time? Will it look worse on me if I don't? Ashley.
Well, Ashley, there's a lot going on here. Let's just say obligated, no. However, as part of these new laws that got passed, and some other things, like I said, you guys are married, so that's a little bit different, but you guys have shared parental responsibility, or it's presumed that you have shared parental responsibility, so he has every much as right to the child and time sharing as you do. Yes, it could look bad. Now, if there are abuse issues, if there are things that you can prove, then these are things you'd have to lay out to the judge later. But realistically, either of you has the right to the children at this point in time. You're both their parents, and that's kind of the way the law looks at it. If there is actual abuse going on, whether it be, if it's physical and things of that nature, of course, don't ever hesitate to call law enforcement. But also, there is a domestic violence injunction program with the state through the courthouse that you can go down and file for an injunction. And as a part of this injunction, you could actually ask for temporary custody of the children during the pendency of the injunction or pendency of the divorce or whatever's going on.
Now, Rob, a judge is going to look at that and notice whether or not those things have been recorded or not, or obtained by her. And then that's going to help her, Ashley, at the same time, explain to the judge why she's not allowing the husband just to come and go and be a chaos or ruckus in these children's lives.
Correct. And of course, the other part of this was, I believe Ashley said she told him he can't come home. If you guys own that house, he's got every right to come home, unfortunately.
Unless there's a restraining order.
Unless there's a restraining order, or unless an order has been gotten by the court regarding your divorce. If you're going to go through divorce, my first recommendation would be A, go get an attorney, but B, get something filed as quickly as possible. And you can always go in there and ask the judges for temporary relief. And what temporary relief will do is you can get in front of a judge and ask him to take care of things that you can't take care of, or you guys can't come up with together. Whether it be, who's going to stay in the home right now.
Well, it sounds like her and Ashley and her husband are not going to agree on anything at this point.
Right. But so you probably want to get in front of the judge and get an order, because you want the judge to put you, say, all right, this is what we're doing with the kids right now.
But the judge can give her temporary relief to help her.
Correct.
And so now she's not having to be the bad person or the bad guy or the enforcer, so to speak, because now she's got some judicial authority behind her, right?
Well, and the judicial authority is the big part, because what ends up happening sometimes in these cases, you end up with a really bad tug of war or a bad snatch and grab situation where we drop the kids off at school one morning and dad goes by and picks them up from school because he's allowed to, and then he won't give them back, or vice versa. And that's the last thing the judges and courts want to see when you get in there, is 2 parents who can't get along, who are playing back and forth with the child.
And you got a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.